You are on the Morning Grind Grindology101 virtual podcast. I'm your guy, KeJohnna Owens. It's another amazing morning. We get to get up this morning. He chose us. He gave us another opportunity to get up and get the most out of the day. Put the best foot forward towards what we want in life. Put ourselves in a little bit better light than we may have been yesterday, because he gave us a new chance, a new opportunity. And one of the greatest things that he blessed us to have is free will. So we get to look at it the way we want to. And today I get to look at it in a way that's brilliant. I look at today as another day to get to put my best foot forward toward what I want in my life. And today we will be talking about success doesn't happen instantly, but it does happen suddenly. So you don't instantly sign up for the thing or the business or the company or the tool or the school or the team or anything like that. And instantly, man, it's a process to it. So if we can, look at it as a process. It's the 4th of the year today, January 4th, 2020. So I'm going to date this podcast. Many of us had goals, dreams, aspirations to come out on the first of the year with, man, ready, say we've been getting ready, got all the calendars, got all the books, took all the classes, we've been prepared, we got the website up, we got the click funnel, everybody's ready to buy, it's going to be succeed, and then bam, the internet doesn't even work. Or, man, the website went down, or the person it doesn't matter, things happen. But what do you do when things happen? That's who you are. Who you are is what manifests when the hardest times that you face you. So today, let's talk about a few of the things that we can do to overcome. Let's talk about motivation. And as we do every day, all the time, it's about the grind, doing the work that you said you would do well after the mood in which you set it in has passed. That's called commitment. That's called integrity. And that's called drive. And today, we're just talking about that drive. So again, I love the Mamba, as you see, right? The Mamba. Mr. Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. His grind, his drive, his commitment, his tenacity. We like to watch it on TV. But how about if we embodied some of the principles that he brings to the table? The Mamba. We got an amazing guest on this morning. I call her Sarge. She's a United States Marine, motivated and connected to helping people. Not just connected to helping people, but committed to helping people do what they want to do. An expert in the field of business development, consultation, man, and an eagle eye for business. We'll have her on, Miss Linda Sam. Just hold on a second. We got her in the green room. Stand by. We're going to talk about some Kobe Bryant mentality as I bring up our guest this morning. Check this out first, and we'll bring up Miss Linda Sam.
The Mamba mentality simply means trying to be the best version of yourself. That's what the mentality means. It means every day you're trying to become better.
When you aren't afraid of pressure, when you welcome it, when you relish the fear that terrifies the masses and breaks the weak, when you ask for it, when you wish for it, when you fiend for it, when you work harder in the dark than you crave the lights, when you want more, seek more, willing to do more, when you despise shortcuts and you hate the easy road and you refuse to accept defeat, when you're willing to pay whatever price for greatness. That's the Mamba mentality.
When it just doesn't make any logical sense to go on, that's when you use your emotion, your anger, your frustration, your fear to push further, to push you to say one thing: I don't stop. When your feelings are screaming that you have had enough, when you think you are going to break emotionally, override that emotion with concrete logic and willpower that says one thing: I don't stop. Fight back. Go down swinging. Give every day everything you've got. You have nothing to lose. Go forward. Go out in a blaze of glory, fighting with everything you've got, every ounce of energy, every bead of sweat, every drop of blood until your last breath.
There's something that nobody can take from you. They can't take away the blood, the sweat, and the tears and what you've accomplished, what you've achieved, and what you're going to do going forward. They can't take that. I am so proud of how far you have came, that this will be a defining moment for many of you. Because when we live in these unexpected times, when we live in places where it can seem like the pressure's all around us, that pressure produces diamonds. It's not the storm that dictates who we are. It's how we navigate the storm. And I know my boat and your boat and your person to your left and to your right's boat, they're not all the same because we come from different places, but it's how we navigate our storms in our boat.
It's how you navigate the storm. It's how you face the stuff that comes up. It's stuff. It's just stuff. It's all kind of stuff. You're not going to overcome it. You know, Murphy's Law is always in effect. You know, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. You're going to face stuff. Man, I always look at it like this. If you're not here to fix it, this is what my dad told me. If you're not here to fix it, there's nothing you can do anyway. So since we're here, use what we have to get to what we desire. This morning, I got an amazing overcomer, a visionary leader, mentor of mine. Early, just saw some value in me early in my life, well before I may have been prepared for some of the doors that she opened for me. But I walked through those doors, and I was able to do some things with my life that I may not have been able to do without this amazing guest that I have on this morning. She is Linda Sam, the amazing leader out there. Salute to you, Sarge. I will call you Colonel, but you do too much work.
Good morning
to you.
Good morning. Oh, my nose ain't running.
And that's why it's a virtual world. We get to work from home. We get to still develop. We get to go in the Zoom room and the other room and still be functional. So it's an honor and a privilege to be able to continue to work and do your work. Hey, before I do anything else, I want you just thank you for all you do and tell the people a little bit about yourself and what the grind is like to do what you do.
Well, good morning. The grind for me is every day, whether it is with our Married Tribe podcast or it's our Jazz and Blues Legacy Foundation, my chamber work. I pour myself into everything that I get involved into. And I'm grateful this morning to even be here. I'm grateful that God chose me, that He allowed me to wake up this morning. You get to, as you said, KeJohnna. You get to
when you operate and get to. Get to. If you just stop right there, I think people, we put so much pressure on what we have to do. We don't reference what we get to do. Get to wake up and say a word of encouragement. Get to wake up and be better than I was yesterday, to do better today than I did yesterday. and I get to receive every gift that he's got for me. The earlier I get up, that's why I love to get up. What do you think about getting up in the morning? What's one of those principles of United States Marine?
Well, getting up early, it's a grind in itself. When you are your own boss, have a schedule. Um, you have to be disciplined enough to get up. You have to want to get up. You have to put in the work to get up. So it is, again, a decision that you make on a daily basis. That grind that you talk about is real. So I can
Woo,
appreciate
the
that.
grind is real. I hear people say the grind, and as I walk this walk, I often call myself a babe in the word. As I walk this walk as closely as I believe that he would have me walk it. They could say this in biblical principles. I've done some things in my life that have been amazing. I've done some things in my life I wish I could scrape off the board, right? Did I do that, right? But here we are today, and we get a chance to put everything we've been through in a scope to use it to where we want to get to. Because if we didn't go through it, we couldn't even envision what we see going to. Because you have an amazing vision. You're connected to the Leimert Park Jazz and Blues Society. You're with the jazz legends. You've been keeping live music alive for decades. You, Barbara Morrison at the Barbara Morrison Performing Arts Theater, my amazing dad, Mr. Roscoe Lee Owens. You guys are committed to open the doors to keeping legacy, going. How impactful is that, and what does that do for you, helping other people through that means?
Well, when you think about legacy, a lot of people don't understand what legacy is all about. We build these incredible journeys, and we don't think about the long haul, the long end of it, the protection of what we build every day. Legacy is very important because when you're no longer here, your family has that legacy. So you have to prepare your family to continue your legacy when you're no longer here. Um, and the grind is so real. Unexpectedly, you don't know how your body is going to act, how your mind's going to be prepared, but you just have to stay with it, stick with it, stick into it.
Good. I'm glad you brought that up. We talked on the pre-call. I suggested we come back at a later date when you some things you're facing, focusing on to take care of some priorities, and you said no, we forge forward, and that's what it's really about. I'm very inspired by it. It's early in the morning here on the West Coast, but on the East Coast, they've been working for an hour or more already. They're already making decisions. They're already in the stock market. They're already in crypto. They're already doing it. And if we don't get up and put that in, despite what we're going through, despite what we feel, despite what here's a funny story. Use it just to make sense of, in spite of. It's all in how you see it. So two salesmen go to an island to investigate shoe sales and what the company should do in this island. When they get there, they find out that nobody wears shoes. One salesman calls back. He says, "Send me back. They don't even wear shoes." The other salesman calls back, says, "Send me all the shoes. They don't even wear shoes." It's the same sentence. It's the same scenario. Two different mindsets. Yours says, "You know what? I got to make it happen." What is that gene? That's different. Tell me about that. Just, I got to do it because I get you.
Right, and that's a mindset, because you make decisions every day about something, and you have to make decisions for what you feel is important. I probably didn't even get any sleep tonight thinking about getting up and making sure I'm up at 6 o'clock. But it was the commitment of already making that decision that drove me to go ahead and just get up. So it's a commitment.
Commitment, it simply means doing what you said you would do long after the mood in which you said it in has passed. I said I'd do it. I don't know why I gave my word, but here's your word. That's all we got at the end of the day. Either got to call back and tell them I overbooked. You got the opportunity to do a no call and a no show, or you got the opportunity to follow through and do what you said you would do. So let's talk about doing what we said we'd do. Listening to Sam, we're gonna have you on the line in just a minute. Hold on in the green room there for a second. We'll bring you back on the other side. I'm gonna share one of your mentors, one of your early mentors that has mentored and helped me in my life in dramatic ways, Mr. George C. Frazier. Stand by.
I'm going to tell you something that every successful
In anticipation of a profound insight from Minister Farrakhan, I prepared a chart. And this is a chart that I think says in another way what he so profoundly provided us today. This chart to me represents beautiful, educated, moneyed black people all over America. It could represent black organizations. It could represent black churches. It could represent black social and civic organizations. And what you will notice about these beautiful black people all over America is that everybody is doing their own thing. Caught up in a Eurocentric value of rugged individualism. Having forgotten that it takes a village to raise a child. There is no power here, brothers and sisters. There is no power here. Power is most effective concentrated. You can take a 55-gallon drum of water, spill it over, it will disperse, find its own level, and eventually evaporate. You can take that same 55-gallon drum of water, put it under pressure, put a lid on it, put a hose in it, put a nozzle on the end of that hose, and it can cut concrete. There is no power with us being disconnected. See, there's nothing wrong with dispersion. I live in Cleveland, you live in Atlanta. We have folk in the Caribbean, we have folk in Africa. That's dispersion. That's okay, but we do not have to be disconnected. We are a disconnected people. We are powerless in disconnection. This is where all the power is. You see? This is where all the power is. Whether you are at the center of your own network or part of someone else's network, this is where the power is. There's a beautiful African proverb that says, when spiders unite, they can tie up a lion. When we connect, because we are disconnected, we're disconnected from those of like mind. We're disconnected from the best practices in our community. I don't care what it is that you want to do, what profession you want to engage in, what business you want to get into. I can introduce you to brothers and sisters all over America they are doing it to death. You just don't know who they are. You are disconnected from them. There is no power in disconnection. Okay? When we connect, we prevent interlopers from coming into our communities and taking and destroying at will.
All right, George.
Try to open up the Booker T. Washington delicatessen in Chinatown and see what happens. So we must connect. We must connect the dots. That must be the movement for our people in the 21st century. We need a lot of us doing a little instead of a few of us doing a lot. We need to get together to get ahead. That is why we must network. That is what we teach at the Power Networking Conference in June in Cleveland. Come and visit with us.
Thank you, George.
Thank you very much.
Please
remember what I said.
I want to welcome you to be a part of the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce. We have 12 chapters from the desert to the sea. There's a chamber near you someplace so you to be able to do business and fellowship and be able to find the contacts that you need. We help turn contacts into contracts. One of the things that we do, we give you access to capital. So if you're looking at participating in a business, come to one of our mixers at the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce, where we network from the desert to the sea, from Barstow to Temecula, from Palm Springs to LA. Always an opportunity to network. If you need some information about the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce or one of our fantastic events such as our Celebrity Golf Tournament, our film festival coming up, give us a call or check us out online. Our website is blackchamberofcommerce.org, or you can give us a call at 888-466-7408. That's the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce. And my name is Rich Wallace, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
LA South Chamber of Commerce. Together we're creating economic growth in the South LA and South Bay communities through business development, networking, community, and advocacy. We're not your average Chamber of Commerce. Connect with us at lasouthchamber.com.
If you're not a member, join. But join today. Don't wait for tomorrow.
They are phenomenal.
There is none like LA South Chamber of Commerce.
This is the chamber for you.
I'm so proud to be here and part of the LA South Chamber.
When I went to find a chamber that could help me do positive outreach and advocacy, LA South Chamber was the place to go. I'd recommend it to anyone.
Become a member.
Man, we are back. We got an amazing connection. Dr. George C. Frazier connecting those dots. And as we talk today about the work, success is not instant, but it is suddenly. You're doing the work. You're committed to the work. You keep doing it. People not showing up. Nobody's calling back. But somebody says, man, I've been looking for you. And that's because you've been doing the work. And that's when the doors open for you, because you got to do the work. Champions are revealed on stage. They're not made on stage. So let's bring back up Miss Linda Sam out there to talk about success. You know the process. You open doors for many people, including me. It's been an amazing journey. What is it that you could share with people about success being sudden while not instant?
Well, success is a journey. Like you said, it's not instant. It is a constant movement of ideas, of conversations, of collaborations. For 2022, the mindset of any entrepreneur should be collaboration. With collaboration, there is support. With collaborations, you are able to leverage the tools and everything that you have at your disposal with collaboration. So it's more than just a notion to think that success is overnight.
See, I knew having you all was going to make an impact right there. You've been a student of Dr. Frazier for years and years. I mean, right there, able to glean off of him and grab that, connecting those dots. That's when suddenly you're in the right room with the right people that sees you as the right person for their project, and instantly it seems. This is when they say, "Oh, you blew up." But then, wait a minute. Wait a minute, I did a whole bunch of podcasts before somebody said that was the one, right? But I had done a lot of podcasts to have the content so that somebody could see, like, man, that's what I'm looking for. Now, what do you think about doing the work well before someone sees the work or maybe even values it?
Well, you have to put in the work in order for it to even be seen. It's not something that instantly happens. So if you're not on the grind doing the work, then it's not going to be seen. So, that's why I give big ups to your pops, because he stays fast, sticks to it, and continues to make it happen regardless. I mean, it's funny. I could tell you some situations where it would just blow your mind as to if you didn't stick with the grind and you gave up too soon, you missed the opportunity. So that stick-to-itness is very necessary.
That's deep. The stick-to-itiveness, that's a good word. I don't know if it's in the dictionary now, but I got it in my mind. Stick-to-itiveness. The ability to stick to it well after what you said you would stick to has not worked, has not produced. You didn't make the team. You didn't get to play the minutes you didn't get to. They didn't. Whatever it is that's not happening, you got to continue to do the work to make it happen. I don't know any way around it. That's why I put this whole grindology kind of philosophy together within myself. As I was talking to you, Dad, and several other people, like the work again. The work had them call me Dr. Grindologist. All these things start coming about. But without doing the work, you don't get people to see the work that you've done. There it is right there. Mrs. Linda Sam, tell us a little bit about the next steps for you, what you have going on. I know it's an honor to have you also on the Success Express Podcast Network. You're doing your podcast with Mary Tribe, 55 plus empowering couples to not only just stay together, but be driven to live life together. Tell us a little bit about that, and I'll pull up your screen and your next promotion.
Yes, Mary Tribe 55 plus couples only came out of a vision once I married the love of my life, Mr. Tony Sam, 2 years ago, and just wanting to be connected to other successful married couples, to connect for fellowship, to connect for camaraderie. And this was a way for us to gather a tribe of folks who are under an umbrella of like-mindedness. Married Tribe is for 55 plus couples only because we're over the age of 55. So we are living our best lives every day. We don't have time to look back. We just have to step forward with what we have. And this podcast has allowed us to engage couples, have conversations about, especially when the lockdown happened in 2020, going online and having conversations with pastors about this new norm that we're in was the beginning of the foundation, because these conversations are necessary. They're needed. And it builds friendships. I now get to build a friendship with my partner's wife, Jeanette. Tony is now building a friendship with Roscoe. Through this tribe, we are better, we're stronger, and can't wait to what's going to happen in 2022.
Same. I think it's amazing as I look at the work, a podcast that's connected to a mission to make families, couples have lasting, lifelong, powerful relationships and work through some of the kinks. There are always going to be kinks. There are always going to be twists. I haven't hit over the 55 hump there yet, but guess what? I subscribe to what you're doing with the podcast. I subscribe to what you're doing in people's lives, the guests that you have on. I'm looking forward to continuing to make that impact along with you, and we'll just share a little bit of interesting commercial about, what you're doing there. It's an honor. You got to get on over there and catch the Mary Tribe 55 podcast. Mrs. Linda Sam, I got to give a shout out to Mr. Taco Sam for allowing us to get on here. That soldier, that trooper, you come on up out of there, man. You stand up like the giant you are. We're here for you in prayer and in work. Any last words you would like to give, how to connect with you, next steps, or any last words of empowerment, please share.
It's a pleasure and an honor to be here with you this morning, Key. I appreciate your steadfastness, your commitment to excellence, your commitment to doing the work, helping other businesses look good. You have done an amazing job, and I look forward to what's going to happen in 2022. So definitely.
I was going to leave you on the screen for another 10 to 15 minutes to keep telling the people more about me, I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much, Mrs. Sam. Out there, you got to connect with her. If you're out in the Leimert Park area, as humble as she is, she is out there doing the work, passing out flyers, helping people really, really right there at the corner of the Barbara Morrison Performing Arts Center there with the amazing, legendary Barbara Morrison, right in the mecca of our Black community here in Los Angeles, doing some amazing work with LA South Chamber of Commerce as well. It's an honor, a privilege, and as Les Brown would say, a plum pleasing pleasure to have you on. Thank you and salute to you.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
We're giving those flowers. Mrs. Linda Sam, man, amazing leader. That's the kind of show we have. We have a show that's about people doing the work. No big eyes, little U's. If you want to get the word out about what you're doing, about your business, about your message, whatever that might be, it's positive, it's constructive, it's empowering of other people, of communities. This is the work that we're committed to doing right here on the Success Express Podcast Network. This is just one of our podcast shows right here, of one which you saw Mrs. Linda Sam. You want to get on and have your podcast? We want to help you do exactly that. You want to know how to do it? This is how.
Success Express Marketing Solutions presents your virtual video podcast studio. Let the Success Express team help bring your podcasting dreams to life. Here's what we do. We help you come up with show ideas, design graphics for your show, set up your podcast studio, and run the back end of your show. So what do? Be ready for your show. Make sure your guests are ready. Log into the virtual studio, turn your cameras on, and go. Not sure you're ready to go live on a monthly or a weekly basis? You can get the Try Us Out Success Special. It's only $97 with free design setup. All you got to do is try us out, and I guarantee you're going to want more. So get set up today with your virtual video podcast studio from Success Express Marketing Solutions. So go online to Success Express MKTG, and we'll get you set up today. Sign up now and get our free ebook, Modern Podcasting, that'll teach you all the techniques you need to know to get your podcast started today.
Hi, my name is KeJohnna Owens. I am co-founder of Success Express Marketing Solutions. Our business is cultivating more business for your business. I want to tell you real quick about our program that is one of the most comprehensive business development online marketing support programs out there, which is the VASP, VASP virtual assistant support program. This system allows you to operate and run your business while we help monitor and help you cultivate more business for your business online. Contact us at 909-686-1698 and visit us online at successexpressmarketing.com. Look forward to helping you take your business to the next level.
Welcome to the Jazz Zone. Allow the Jazz Zone to make your next event enjoyable and entertaining. The Jazz Zone is great for private parties, weddings, festivals, fundraisers, grand openings, and corporate affairs. Move up to the next level of entertaining with the Jazz Zone. Check out our website at jazzzone.net. That's JAZZZONE.net. Or call the Jazz Zone at 626-798-6848.